Welcome back, awesome Ashley fans and subscribers. I'm reviewing a Revoltech Street Fighter Online 1/18 scale figure. This is Tie Shou, I believe. Know nothing about her. First of the Revoltech 1/18, I think, that I've got so many figures now, I can't remember. Looks pretty cool, looks very cartoony, but looks to have decent articulation. Let's open her up and have a look. This tape off, okay. It has a little insert here showing other figures they do. He looks pretty cool, has to be said. I'm sure they're not all 1/18 though, all different scales, including Fifth and North Star. Looks pretty cool. Okay, let's see what else there is. This is Blast Off, Assemble Borg Chapter 1. Yeah, that looks pretty cool as well. I'm not sure I'll be searching them though. And then this is just the Street Fighter Online, how the joints work. And then we have her base, her posing back support, and the actual figure itself here. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 pairs of spare stroke extra hands. Let's pop that out. We have some sort of fighting claw, which, oh, I like that, that's nice. Could use for other figures. She is very cartoony, looks a little bit big perhaps for 1/18. We have the spare hands here, and they have holes in the palms. Maybe something attaches to that, I'm not sure what. A fireball perhaps, but she has no fireball. Okay, aesthetic wise, she looks good. She looks like a cartoon. Very long legs, small waist and short upper body. Nice look on the face. The dress, a bit long at the back, but it's quite stiff, so it may stop some of the poses. We will see, but she looks pretty cool and she stands up, let's see, very easily. So the hand she comes with are both fists, and she has hands like this and hands half gripping like this, and this sort of claw hand which I can see me using for something else as well, which is very, very nice indeed. Let's look at her articulation. So head, she gets her left and her right, but the head does get in the way. Down very far, up's okay, no side to side. Shoulders, very nice on the shoulders. Joints are a bit stiff, which I'm always a bit scared of when I get new figures. Bicep curl is amazing. Get the right angle on the bicep curl. Okay, there we go. Very tight on the arms there. Waist, she has torso, she has waist, but she's coming apart in the waist. There we go. She has torso, but no separate waist. Legs. Forwards and backwards. Backwards can be affected badly by this dress section. Okay, sideways. How's that going to go sideways? It's need to turn the leg around, the hip around to sideways. I can't stand that. But you've got to line up the sort of movement part to the outside and make the legs go outside. So she'll get about flat on the splits there, which is decent. Knees, single kneecap, but good range of motion. And ankles, yeah, fantastic on the ankles as well. And they've got little ratchets, they click, which I like, sort of makes it feel more sturdy and secure. Actually stands up very easily. Before I look at some more stuff, I'll compare her size to some other figures that are 1/18. She is going to be taller, I can see already. But I wouldn't necessarily use her with my other stuff because it's too cartoony looking. Let me look at a G.I. Joe. She's not too bad with G.I. Joe. Let me look at a Fortnite. Still looks quite tall there. Look at a Boss Fight Studios. Yeah, she's big. If we look at, let's choose a big fella. Let's look at, let me see. This Abomination is a huge figure, and yeah, now she looks a bit small. Okay, let's see how easy it is to swap her hands and stuff around. Take out very easy, just comes out nice and easy. You can stick the other hand in, just as simple. And the hands do have articulation, that's cool. Okay, for this, for the big claw, you have to take the forearm out. Okay, not that way. You have to take the forearm out from this joint staying in the arm, which is going to be really quite hard. Yeah, there we go. Teeth win every time. And this is going to be quite a tight fit, but that does look rather menacing. And these joints are great, but they look too much like joints, not sort of natural. Which is one sort of thing I'm not so keen on. Okay, and there is a hole in her back, so you can put the post for posing. Very simple, but I shan't be using that. Okay, let me see how easy she is to pose, or do an action pose. Like these legs, I really don't like the way the hip only goes in one direction. That for me is like, yeah, I don't like that. But she can do some pretty striking poses, and quite quickly too. So the posability options are really good in this, but it just takes a bit of practice and time to get them right. Quite a nice figure. I won't be collecting any more in this range, but I just wanted to see what she was like, since I got a pretty decent price, and I'm really happy with that claw arm. Now, if I were to use her, there is a line of figures, in fact I'll get one in a second, by a Hong Kong company who are doing like the water margin from those famous books from China, water margin figures, and they are big for 118, but because she's a woman she looks small, which is cool. I could change the head around for another female head to look pretty damn cool. So let me just pause this, get one of those figures out, and we can have a quick comparison. Back in a second. Okay, I am back, so let me stand her up and compare it to one of these figures, and they are quite big. Now she looks pretty damn cool, like a daughter or schoolgirl. And these figures are big anyway, in fact very big for 118. And she actually scales real. In fact, you may not even have to swap the head around either, she's quite cartoony. The eyes are a bit too big still. Maybe repaint the eyes, or you could swap the head, but that does fit in really quite well with these, but these are a bit dirty and grungy. But yeah, she does look pretty damn cool. You killed my family, now I will kill you, ha-ha! Let's get striking a pose. I can get the balance on one foot, that look pretty cool. Of course, what happens, I'll get to balance and then I'll knock her over while trying to do something with the other figure. So close yet so far. Okay, so she is now balanced. These figures are pretty cool, but the articulation is not the best. And the armbands aren't particularly good at all. And the hips fall out all the time. Yeah, they match quite well, but her colouring is so bright in comparison. She's a nice looking figure. I would be sorely tempted, as I said, to use this part here for another fantasy or even sci-fi figure. Those fingers to articulate, that'd be amazing, but as it is, that wrist articulation on the hand is pretty damn cool. So I would be very tempted to do that, or I'll be tempted to just make a copy of this in a resin. I'll be scared of those snapping, that dry really hard first, and then using that in a figure. But as a really nice accessory for this figure here. She is a great little toy, but as I said, I shan't be collecting any more in the range, but I am pretty happy I got her. So I got a very reasonable price, probably about, how much? You see. So I got it for about maybe £12, less than, no, around about £11, £10. Not too bad, all things considered. And she is pretty cool, just those joints trying to line up to pose would really drive me crazy after a little while. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back to some more awesome action videos for you. Stay happy and keep collecting, and make sure you click on the notifications icon to stay up to date to the latest uploads and reviews, okay? Bye-bye.